I think tracking your calories is the fucking way to do it. I think getting into macro tracking and making sure you hit your numbers every day, it's basically a fucking cheat code. Because now it's no longer like a guessing game of how much food you ate or like what your rate of calorie consumption is. It is well fucking worth it to start to focus on the basics of purely just making sure you get enough fuel in for your training. Because it flips around and it's going to pay off dividends. There's a certain limit of physical energy expenditure and recoverability from even like an insanely solid training day, where if you don't eat enough food, how can you expect to fully recover yourself and over recover into making actual gains so that when you come back to the gym, you actually come back stronger instead of just being the same guy year after year after year? So that's where I say start tracking your calories, ease into it, track your protein first, maybe keep a food scale in the kitchen, right? And then over time, just keep getting into it. I promise it will fucking help you. Now that's only for once you've gained to the point where now you're no longer just gaining muscle from regular training and like eating as much food as you're hungry for. That's where I think it does help to actually leverage that dieting side of things. And what's gonna go wrong? Like, what we all know the answer to this question already. If you take somebody who works out pretty hard and you feed him more than enough food so that he's actually in a calorie surplus and he's nice and fully carbed up and pumped, and when he works out, he's extra strong and energized, he's getting good rest, versus the guy who still trains just as hard, but is only eating calorie maintenance, who's going to win? Who's going to make more gains? Who's going to make more progress? And who's going to be able to look back on their time training and be able to say, it's like, all right, I'm happy with what I did. I know that everything I did actually paid off into something later on, and I've made significant changes over this period of time with this amount of fucking workload. And it's not that's not just like an arbitrary kind of thing. Dude, making gains is fucking cool. And apart from any kind of fun, like disciplinary, like you say, it's like, oh, it's a lot of hard work. And dude, it's just fun. Working out, being strong, feeling good, like being able to walk into the gym and not be worried about like how your back feels because you've been eating enough food and you've been resting so you're nice and recovered. That just feels good. That's what I like.